Will you look at that? I'm making another video. Today I'm starting a new series named Weird Toys I Own, which I feel it's a very self-explanatory series. Yeah. So I will be showing you this figure from Teen Titans, the original series, of Beast Boy. Probably my favorite character of the show. And you might look at this figure and see like, oh look, it has like very limited posability. It has like the knees, it can do this, it can do that, it can move its arm, it doesn't have an elbow, and it can move its head. Oh no, it's not even able to move its head. Great. But you see, the weird thing about this toy, and the reason I wanted to show it, is because this guy freaking transforms. Or, I guess, deforms. This is made by Bandai. So, let's say it becomes an animal. In this case, it becomes a giraffe! I'm just joking. It becomes a jaguar. Look, jaguar parts. You flip the tail. You do this. You put it here. I really feel like the fact that it can pull its neck, is so necessary. I literally only noticed that like a month ago. And you can look, he has like tiny jaguar paws in the back of his legs, so you can flip them like this, do this, and then you are supposed to bend his legs like this. And you look at that. Now he's transformed. Beautiful, isn't it? But like, would you say this is complete? Because like for a toy, I would expect something like this, especially for a company that doesn't usually do this style of stuff. But you see, there is a very important piece currently missing, and it's this. You just straight up put a piece on top of it, and there you go. Isn't it beautiful? Like, I have heard about shell formers, but this is freaking ridiculous. Like, my biggest problem with this is that they really couldn't decide what they wanted to do. And this is why I'm like, I wanted to make this. I feel like if they just painted the back of his body with like spots and to make it look like a jaguar, I would have understood that, right? That would have made some sense for like a simple transformation. You know, you're not going to do this constantly. But the thing that would have made more sense if in instead of having like this piece and doing like this and having like a toy that is incapable of most normal movements, they would have just made these separate pieces. You know, just put this guy like a hole in his head, just put this on top like a piece, and just pluck the tail into his ass. That would have made more sense than this. Like, I would have understood this, at least, in that case. But like, this makes no sense. This is something that I found weird even the day I bought it. And I was like 8, maybe 10. I have had this toy for a while. And I don't know, it felt so weird. Like they couldn't decide at all. They had two options and they said both. And now that I'm done with that, as a little extra thing, I also got Cyborg from the same series. He is at least in my opinion, like double as good of a toy. Not only does he come with his arm blaster, you can even like change his arm for a different arm. And will you look at that articulation? Oh my lord! Oh lord! Oh 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 oh! And it's in both arms, and he can do this, and he even got like the articulation in here. Like these are made by the same company around the same time for the same line. And he can rotate his head. And what is that? What those funny holes for? You can press this button and he talks. And it still functions to this day. I bought literally this for like probably 15 years ago. I don't remember. And it still functions perfectly. It also comes with a tiny communicator because in the show Cyborg makes the communicators. He creates them. So it makes a lot of sense for him to come with the item. And again, he's a cyborg. He is the only one that has like electronic parts. So it makes a lot of sense for him to make noise. I also at some point had a Robin that also you would press his legs and it will open and have like a tiny figure inside. I hated it so much that I ended up selling it. So yeah, and I feel like having these two, it's like perfect because in the show they are like super good friends and all of that. I will also like having Raven because like I also like Raven and everybody likes Raven. And even if I was not one of those kids that were into like hair in that way, um, weirdly enough. Please like, subscribe, and tell me if you feel like this idea of making a video about weird toys makes sense to you. Leave me a comment, like, please, 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 please. Bye!